It's me, Catwalk, editor in Mischief, Paris to Find magazine. I'm playing with my gimbal. I know, you're like, what is that? It's not a pervert term. It's just this thing that makes the camera balance nicely. So I'm figuring out how to use it. Let's see if I can get it to angle, no, the other way. Oh, what is that? Look at that. Not bad, not bad. So, let's put this on the ground. Yeah, not bad. So this is the first time I'm using this equipment, so please bear with me. It's weird because it's doing, hang on, let me try something. Thank you for being patient with me. Oh, it's doing it again. Huh, I have to reboot my gimbal. Sorry. Okay, there we go. I'm not a cameraman or a camera girl or a camera non-binary. I'm just a person trying to learn how to use a camera. I'm not doing too well here. Let me see, how do I flip it around? Because there's all these tricks. Okay, so if I want to flip it around, I swear I'll give you guys a tour, but right now I'm just torturing you. What does that do? No, that turns it sideways. No. Okay. What was that other thing? Is it this? No, merci beaucoup. I don't know what that thing does. I have to. Oh, yeah, it spins it all the way around. Okay, I see. So, who's in the house? Who's chatting? And what's going on? Oh, yeah, see, look. It's, I have to turn it. Orientation selection. Yeah, I do have to turn it sideways. Okay, so let's try that again. Okay. Is that a better view, you guys? I have to check with the other phone. Sorry, I'm the worst camera person in the world. So, how much time do we have? We have 8 minutes before we get a little light show. So, bear with me. Top right button is to change to follow mode. What you guys don't see is that camera boyfriend is watching the stream and he's telling me what to do with the gimbal because he actually knows how to use this kind of stuff. Like, he does it all day for his job. So he just picks up this stuff and makes it look easy, and that's the problem because then when he shows me, here, I'll show you. I'll show you myself. Okay, let's see. Can I do this? When he shows it to me, I'm doing it, and I'm like, oh, look, it's so easy. Look, and then, of course, it's not easy. Not for me. No. Okay. One of these days, I'll figure it out. So, if anybody has any questions about the Iron Lady, not Margaret Thatcher or union busting or miners, but Le Tour Eiffel, let me know. But you, of course, already know that it was constructed for the 1889 World's Fair. Hey, T1000, hello and welcome to the chat. Who are you? Tell us about yourself. T1000. You don't have any info, so I can't see who you are. So it's like kind of freaking me out. I'm vulnerable here to the world, and yet the world does not reciprocate. I'm showing you mine, but you're not showing me yours. So yeah, if anybody wants to chat, let me know. But yeah, 1889 World's Fair. The World's Fair Committee was like, we want to have the tallest man-made structure ever, and we want it to be 300 meters high. So go for it. Give us your proposals, various architecture firms, etc. And so they did. And some of the boring proposals, for example, were like a water tower, 300 meters high, so as high as Iron Lady. See, I have to figure out what did I just do? Oh, because I have it on follow mode. So it's going to stay oriented, and if I move the thing, okay, changing modes. Okay. I have to have camera boyfriend again show me how to use this because this is not quality camera work that you would expect from a famous streamer and cultural icon such as myself. Look at this. I can't use this thing. He makes it look so easy. Camera boyfriend. It's okay, I'm just gonna have to get another lesson. So let's see if I can actually turn it all the way around. Oh, now I'm hearing a bunch of languages that I can't even recognize. There we go. So here I am at the Tour Eiffel. The Tour Eiffel. I know, it's really wonky camera work. So 1889 World's Fair. It's going to bring a lot of people to Paris. So they're like, let's do the tallest man-made do. See, now I'm speaking English like a non-native speaker. Let's have the world's tallest man-made structure, 300 meters high. Okay, there it is. And sorry guys, I'm learning this piece of equipment. So the proposal's streaming. And like I said, the boring one was maybe the water tower. Press the bottom right button once or twice. Sorry, camera boyfriend's giving me instructions. But the stream is delayed by a few seconds, so I don't know how timely his advice is. No, other way. So yeah, the boring ones were a water fountain, a giant water fountain, a lighthouse, pretty boring. Why can I not do this? It's like resisting my... There we go. Stay there. Perfect. So, my favorite rejected proposal, because obviously we know which proposal won, which is Gustav Eiffel's proposal. That's why it's called the Eiffel Tower. It was a guillotine. Some architecture firm proposed a guillotine 300 meters high. So I don't know if Paris would be the city of love if we would have a giant guillotine like that, because you'd have like a big, guillotine in the middle of town going chop chop. People would be proposing up there on the guillotine, and there'd be guys selling little guillotine keychains down here. So who knows? I'm glad that one didn't get picked, but honestly, it probably wouldn't have lasted that long. 130 something years now. What is it? 1889 to 2023. So that's 130. I can't do math. It's old. I was looking for pictures because I needed a good, properly photoshopped picture of the Eiffel Tower for something, and I was looking on a stock photo site. The stock photos are always hilariously labeled by people that I think are not the people who took them, and they don't know what they're looking at a lot of times. So it was labeled ancient architecture. I was like, that's pretty funny. Hilarious. I don't think this qualifies as ancient. It's one of the newer things in Paris that's worth visiting. So yeah, you can see that the sun sets and the tower lights up, and now it's getting really pretty. When we first got here, it was bright enough that we could actually see the bunker. My dream was to put this down and not hold it, but I'm holding it because I'm really cocky with tech. I'm like, oh yeah, I got this. I think I heard people speaking like definitely an English language, Eastern language, maybe Russian, but I'm not exactly sure. So that would be 4 languages, 5 languages so far. Sounds like Russian. No, maybe it's something. No, it's not. It's an Eastern language, but I don't think it's Russian or Polish. Are you ready, guys? Are you ready for the light show?
Раньше каждые 15 минут включали. Сейчас экономят электричество, только раз в час включают. Специально вдали.
So yeah, Gustav Eiffel's proposal obviously is the one that won. But interestingly enough, it wasn't Gustav Eiffel who actually designed the Eiffel Tower. It was 2 gentlemen engineers in his office, Kushnan and anyway, I'll remember. It was their pet project that they'd been kind of kicking around, and lo and behold, they decided to submit that. They said, hey boss, why don't we submit this latticework iron tower thing that we've been thinking about for that contest for the World's Fair. Sorry, I'm the world's worst camera girl. For sure, French boyfriend is cringing right now at home looking at the stream because he's a cameraman. And he shows me how to use this stuff and he makes it look too easy. And then when I go to use it, I'm like a newborn giraffe. Graceful, like a newborn giraffe. So what do you guys think? Is it pretty? If you like this, smash the like button. Slap it up, flip it, rub it down. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, wherever you are. You know, it's free to subscribe, mostly. And you could also read about Paris Defined magazine on the World Wide Web, parisdefined.com. That's where we post all of our brutal takedowns of neighborhoods. We tell you where to go and where to eat, where to drink, etc. Pretty sky tonight. Not completely clear, but pretty. So yeah, I have this stabilizer thing called a gimbal. That's what's making it so wacky, is that I am not directly... I mean, I could turn it off in theory, but I came this far. It's supposed to make it smoother. Let's see what happens if I just turn it off. Oh, then it really doesn't play ball. No, it doesn't. No, much worse. Okay. I don't know. How does that look, you guys? Wait, if I go sideways, it's more... Okay. Now I can actually control it because I'm just holding it with my hand like a complete and utter useless tech person. I'll do better next time, guys, I promise. So yeah, smash that subscribe button. Send us a message if you have any questions. You can just check the chat. What are you guys saying? Nice lights. Thanks, T1000. Hybrid pictures. Hello. Hi, Eiffel. Hi, Paris. So I don't know about you guys, but I want to eat tacos. It's usually what happens when you go to the Eiffel Tower, right? So if you were here before last summer, you need to come back and visit again because the Eiffel Tower is now taller. It's hard to make out now, but at the very, very top, there's an antenna. It's very white. The top, it doesn't broadcast light, but it's lit up itself. We just added some more antenna to that antenna. Last summer, we added an extra 10 meters. So the Iron Lady got even ironier and taller. It's the only structure that held the title of the world's tallest structure twice, 2 separate times. How did that happen? Because that makes no sense, obviously, on its face. When it was built, it was the tallest man-made structure at 300 meters. And then it was supplanted by the Chrysler Building in New York City. Et voila. And then what happened is when we added those antenna at the top, they counted towards the height for some reason. So spires don't count towards height, but antenna do. Somebody in the architecture world can explain that. So it reclaimed from the Chrysler Building the mantle of tallest man-made structure in the world. Voila, there it is, everybody. So we're going to switch back to the GoPro and get some beautiful city lights, Paris. So it twinkles like, not really a gas mask, but it's like an anti-powder mask. So I'm probably going to do some streaming from a cafe for a while and then join the march tomorrow. So sometime, excuse me, maybe 2 to 3 p.m. I'll put it up on the schedule if you are interested in joining us. And what I'll do is I'll stream and I'll do like stream from a cafe, chillax for a while and show you, we'll do people watching and then I'll join the march myself. I'll strap on all my gear and we'll go join the march. As I understand, the march starts actually not too far from here at Invalides and it goes to the Place d'Italie because usually the smashing up and wildness happens at the end and so they don't want people to smash this neighborhood up. They want them to smash up Place d'Italie because it's a neighborhood that they're like, who cares? So what we're going to do now, just going to switch over to the GoPro and get back on the bike. So let me see, I wanted to test something. I wanted to test if I could zoom, because the whole point of using my phone, besides the tight shot, because the problem with the GoPro is that the shot is too wide. What's a lower third? What's a ticker? All kinds of gear. Yo. What is that? Some kind of feature. I'm playing with the gear here. Social comments. Hi, everybody. Smash the Schittler part. LOL. Yeah. Wait, what does that mean, Weebs? Smash the Schittler part? Oh. Are you talking about my hit? Okay. So Hitler visited in 1941 to celebrate that the Eiffel Tower was his. And he did Paris was under the occupation of the Nazis for about 4 years. And so what Hitler did was, of course, he went on a kind of like press tour to show off all of his fancy French stuff. He wanted to show off that all the stuff that we're going to see on the bike ride right now was his. And so he went to the, Napoleon's tomb. He went to the Louvre, took some art, etc. The other thing he did was obviously visit the Eiffel Tower. Like everybody, Hitler loved Paris, and he wanted to visit the Eiffel Tower. And the Eiffel Tower at that point belonged to him. So what happened is the resistance heard that he was coming, and so they cut the cables that go to the top. And cables are what take the elevator that goes in the straight part up and down. The elevators that are in the pillars are on a different type of hydraulic system because they go on an angle, but you switch to a second elevator and that takes you to the top on cables. And so the resistance heard that he was coming and they cut the cables. So for the duration of World War II, there were no elevators to the top. You had to take the stairs. 1,600 63, let's say, and change stairs to the top. So he was Hitler, not Fitler. He didn't want to take the stairs. It's probably the worst joke ever. And so he took his picture of the Eiffel Tower instead of at the top at the summit. He took it across the river in front of the Trocadero. Once I was just going off the cuff and I was taking some people around Paris, and we stopped at Napoleon's tomb, which is the gold dome. We'll see later, like in 15, 20 minutes when I'm on my bike on my way home or on my way to Tapos. And I said, a lot of people don't know, but Jennifer Lopez's J-Lo's song Jenny from the Block is actually about Hitler's 1941 visit to Paris, his press tour and triumphal visit. And this girl in the group, she was a teenager, she goes, really? Like that? And I'm like, I'm sorry, no, I'm just joking. It's so ridiculous. It was just so absurd that I didn't think anybody would believe it. But, you know, people are jet lagged. I'm actually sitting on my pack of batteries right now. So, because I forgot to bring something to sit on. I don't know if you can see the ground is like all raggedy here. And I have light colored jeans on. It's getting dark. You can't see anything. So I didn't want to get my ass all like dirty and grassy. No, merci beaucoup. The guys are selling beer and wine that they store in the trash bins or in the sewers. Once I saw that, I only bought it once. No, merci beaucoup. I only bought it once, but I did buy it once. And then after I saw them storing it in the actual sewer, I was kind of like, I'm never eating or drinking anything here that I did not bring myself. I mean, there are obviously kiosks and licensed things that are doing a little bit better. Hey, Floxed. Sewer wine. Yeah, right? Exactly. He was a chunky boy. Hitler, yeah, no, merci beaucoup. You see the sheer amount of, no, merci beaucoup. You see the sheer amount of guys selling stuff, sewer wine. How many in just 15 seconds did they come by? It must be a lucrative business. There's two different kind of tribes here. You've got the guys selling the Eiffel Towers, the twinkly stuff over there, twinkly boys. And you've got you got the twinkly boys, and you've got the drunken boys. They're not drunk; they're just selling it. But yeah, Hitler was a chonky boy. He didn't want to take the stairs. If he would have gotten his ass up the stairs, they have a vertical marathon. I don't think we've had it in a couple of years because of COVID, but there's a vertical marathon. I think it's in November, and it's a race to the top. I've been saying for years that I'm going to do it, and usually my thinking is that at the end of the summer, I'll have done like lots of biking all summer, so I'll be in great shape, and I'll be ready to do it. But like I said, 300 and change meters up, and no, merci beaucoup, and 1,663 steps to the top. So you obviously don't go all at once like a real marathon. They like let people go like one at a time, and they time them. But they don't, there's a limited number of people that can enter because the stairs here, like on the pillars, I'm pointing like you can see my finger. The stairs on the pillars you can fit a lot of people on those stairs, but once you get up into the straight part, it's a spiral staircase for a lot of it. So you don't want to have to be rescued by the firemen, let's put it that way. And it's pretty much like a one person at a time, 2 person at a time deal. Obviously if they're staggered, it's fine. So last I heard, the people who won it, a Polish man did it in just, I would say, 7 minutes and change from the ground to the tippy top. Insane. The woman who won was an Australian woman, and she did it in just under 8 minutes. So my record, just for reference, going down from the second level. So if you see where it's kind of dark and there's activity, there's 3 levels to the Eiffel Tower. The first one is the really wide one. Then just above that's a more narrow one. And then the top, the summit, teeny tiny one. So we have 3 levels essentially, and then the ground. Me going down on the stairs from the second level, because you can take the stairs up and down till the second level, but generally you cannot take the stairs to the top. So you have to take the elevator if you want to go to the top. But you can buy a ticket to take the stairs. So I like to, when I'm done being on the Eiffel Tower, I like to go down by the stairs because I don't want to wait for the elevator. And at that point, I've had enough elevator in my life. So I take the stairs pretty much every time. And it's way faster. And my record for going from the second level, let's see if I can synchronize my finger with the camera. Dear camera. There it is. Second level finger. Oh, it's inverted. That's weird. No, it's not. I'm just, yeah, anyway. So the second level all the way to the ground, my record is 7 minutes. So these like cardio powerhouses do the ground to the top, going up on the stairs in 7 minutes and change, and that's my record for going down from the second level. It probably would have been faster, but there are always lots of people on the stairs, so I can't really fly down. Once a guy hit me on the stairs because I think he thought I was going to knock his kid over because I was going really fast. And I was just like, why do you think I would just not stop? Because your child's there and you thought that just smacking me was a good idea. It's kind of weird, but it's not the first time. Oh, it's the first time on the Eiffel Tower that I ever got smacked. But anyway, we won't talk about that. We'll stay positive. So, pretty twinkly Eiffel Tower. Hitler loved it. Vladimir Putin, I don't know. You know what? I don't know. Oh, I have a picture, you guys. It's a picture of one of the elevator operators' phones, which she showed me, and I took a picture of her phone. I got to dig it out. It's Kim Kardashian on the Eiffel Tower last year, looking crazy in like a green like spacesuit, with her daughter Northwest. Northwest is a girl, right? I always forget. Everything I learned about the Kardashians, I learned against my will. So I try not to know. But it was pretty funny because I was on the tower the same day. And so the elevator operator that I knew told me about it. And she was like, Kim Kardashian was just here. And she let me take a picture of her phone. I gotta put it somewhere where you guys can see it. But it's a picture of an elevator operator's phone camera. Yeah, so I'm going to be right back. I'm going to switch to my GoPro. Do you like my French accent? It is my GoPro. I'm going to switch to my GoPro so that we can ride bikes back to, we're going to go to the Oberkampf neighborhood. So if you want to look on parisdefine.com, you can read about Oberkampf, which is where I'm going to try to eat tacos. If I hurry, I can make it. So I'll sign right back on. So let's see what you guys are saying. You got Flox has Google Translate. Yeah, Flox, you missed the part where I was talking about your spätzle. I'm starving. Weeb's always got the Weebs is speaking French, so he's flexing on everybody. So guys, I'm going to very quickly sign off and then sign back on with my other device because I cannot seamlessly switch. So see you in about, let's see what my record is. Okay. Wait, how do I turn it off? Embarrassing. Okay, ready, set, see you in 45 seconds.